everyone, my name is John Michael Bushman, and welcome back to Master Duel, and we will be rocking birds yet again. I mean, what else are you guys going to expect out of me from this point? You know, if it's off season or well, technically there is an event on the horizon. It's the anti-spell event, where all spell cards are not usable. And the loner decks, you know, I would have been interested in piloting the loner deck, but which is just trap dinos, but no, I am not going to invest too much into Dinomorphia because I don't really like that strategy. Personally speaking, I prefer my combo dinos rather than control dinos. So, unfortunately, I will pass on that event because it's just not my style. So we will highly likely just be rocking, you know, the three decks that I have in rotation here: Lyrilisk, Combo Dino, and Fluandries for the time being. Or, you know, until I get enough UR points to finally complete the other projects that I have cooking in the background here. Although of note, the Melfies, which is the next project that I will be putting up on this channel, hopefully within the next week or so. They did get new support. In the paper game at least, but it won't be coming out probably in the next 5 or 6 updates. Who knows when they'll arrive here in Master Duel. And it basically gives Melfies an access to a negate, something that they didn't exactly have way back when. They had to get support from outside their archetype to get their negates. So there's that, and they also have this really cute continuous spell that reduces attack whenever it's your opponent's turn. But we'll get there when we get there. For now, we're gonna rock Lyrilisk. It's just the same old build you've seen before. The only difference being we now have triple DD Crow and triple Effect Veiler. So let's not waste any more time. Let's take flight with these birds in particular. I'm being made to go second, and the upcoming shake up to the meta, you know, with I am being made to go first. Holy shit, that's scary. You know, the upcoming meta with like sprites probably beating out Tiara Laments, you know, at the first go around, but and then the Ishizu cards come in, and then, you know, everything YuGiOh is gonna be ruined from there. Huzzah! Okay, that's exactly what I wanted them to negate. Good, because I have like one other way to do my searching in this deck, good sir. Alright, so unfortunately this will blow our normal summon. So let's see where we end up from here. I do need Wagtail in the graveyard since she works better in the graveyard. We're gonna go where Arfdao. Let's see what happens here. We're probably not going to be able to go too crazy with our combos, but they did already waste their Ash Blossom. I'm already expecting infinite impermanence out of them here. So yeah, I will literally just do bird girl combos here until my opponent does something else, or, you know, by something else I mean, you know, has infinite impermanence to stop my chicanery here. But yeah, just bird girl combos. We'll be back with my end board. Okay, we're back with my end board, and my opponent did telegraph that infinite impermanence so hard that I did not get an additional search, but I still somehow managed to end up with a 4 material Ensemble Robin and, of course, Utopic Draco Future. And I did get to draw 1 card and got an Ash Blossom. So we literally have 4, 5... Yeah, we literally have 6 points of interaction. Like, oh my god, 4 cards in hand, opponent, you'd better make it count. Unless, of course, you're playing Crusadias, in which case one of my monsters is going to the graveyard at the very least. So there's that. My opponent is a go second deck, so they could very well, yep, they do indeed have something to stop my shenanigans. Discarding 1, discarding 2. Okay, negating both of my monsters here. And let's see if he can pop up with literally 1 card in hand. Although it must be a really damn good card if he can start his turn off with just what he does indeed. Alright, we are dead. Alright, we got Numeron. So I'm not gonna make you guys sit through this. We are effectively dead here. He just swings in for lethal amounts of damage because that's just how Numeron works. So we move on to the next duel. Won the die roll, and hopefully I managed to make a board that my opponent cannot easily get over. This is an interesting opening hand. We do have Crossout Designator for their chicanery here. I guess I should just discard Battle Canary here since she's not exactly going to do much at the moment. And I'd rather have Effect Veiler for negation later on. So, here we go. Do you have something here for us, opponent? Ash Blossom. Good. I am prepared. I am prepared for this one. We're gonna cross it out. Excuse me, opponent. We're gonna cross that out, and let's find our copy of Ash Blossom. Sad that there's the alt art does not exist on this game just yet, but definitely once they introduce like alt arts for this game, it's gonna sell like hotcakes. So we're gonna cross it out, and we even get a free shuffle in the process. There we go. Okay, Ash Blossom is negated. That's gonna happen, and then we're gonna get ourselves Cobalt Sparrow. Okay, get Cobalt Sparrow here. We're gonna activate Cobalt Sparrow's effect. And next we're gonna get... Yeah, we should just get another Battle Canary. Then we just cycle stuff from there. This will lock us out of other plays. Or we could literally just Effect Veiler. Oh my god, this is so bad. I did not want to have to do this, but I think it's the optimal play so that we can get as many materials on board as possible. So yeah, we had to use Effect Veiler there. It feels bad, but it gotta do what you gotta do. You want to make the optimal board here. So yeah, Bird Girl combos, and here we go! Okay, we're ending it here with a 3 material Ensemble Robin and a negate from Utopic Draco Future. Let's hope this is enough. Your move, opponent! Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. Okay. Opponent draws his card for turn, and here's hoping we can fight through whatever my opponent's gonna throw at us here. Of note, the Duel Pass has finally been refreshed, which is something that I've been waiting for like the past 2 weeks. I expected it to be on a monthly basis thing, but apparently no. And the deck we're facing off is the newest archetype to enter Master Duel. We have Valence. Valiance, I can never really know how to pronounce this, but yeah. This is an extremely confusing archetype for me. What? Okay, Nightingale? Your own Nightingale, okay. You do have my attention. There are 2 cards in the field zones. The turn player can target 1 effect monster in the same monster zone. In the same column, they place that in the spell. Okay, I get what you're trying to do. I will not allow you, unfortunately, since it will allow you to swap control. So no, get rid of that. Put that back where it came from, or so help me. What? It's unaffected. Fuck, I forgot. It's unaffected by monster effects. Yes, unaffected by other cards' effects. Yes, I got baited really hard. Okay, I just lost my negate. Oh no. So it's now a continuous spell. Yes. So it's removal-ish. Yeah. Okay. It's now they just removed the negate, and now I only have 2 bounces. Because I forgot that Nightingale cannot be. Just cannot be. She cannot be. Okay. We now have a Performapal. Okay, doing something. They discarded itself and 1 other card to draw 2. Cool. It discarded Gentrude. So there's that. And then, okay, doing Pendulum, Shokan, Chicanery, I guess. I still have no idea what they're trying to do. Okay, they set their scales. He will destroy the Wisdom Eye to search. I have no idea what they're gonna do here, so we will just be right back when they have their end board, whatever it may be. It's Pendulum Valence, I guess? Question mark? I don't know. We'll find out when they have their end board. Okay, so my opponent literally did nothing. they're going to lose their Nightingale because instant fusion destroys the summoned monster at the end of the turn. Okay. Oh, finally, we're seeing something new. So this is using Beyond the Pendulum. If Link summoned in the extra monster zone, pay 1200, add a pendulum. Unless you pendulum summon... I am reading the card, sir! If two... God, it does so much. Okay, it's negated. If two monsters with different original levels are pendulum summoned at the same time to the zones discard points to, target two cards on the field to destroy them. Sure. Okay, it's a 2-card pop. It destroy my field spell plus Utopic Draco Future. I still have no idea what's happening here. I just know that Beyond the Pendulum was overhyped, and it's not doing what people thought it would do because Electromite is a busted ass card. So we'll be back when it's my turn. It seems my opponent's still gonna combo for a while here. Okay, so I just realized what my opponent is trying to do, and I should have seen it coming when he summoned Supreme King Dragon Starving Venom, and he has a Lyrilless Nightingale in the graveyard. So he will literally not give me another turn if he realizes that he can just burn me out here rather than overextend to Kingdom Come. He can just copy Nightingale out of the graveyard here and just burn me to death, unless he doesn't see the line. Otherwise, he is giving me a turn when he shouldn't. So, yeah, I think if the moment he copies Nightingale, I can... Yeah, okay, he copied Nightingale. So, yeah, we are definitely going to get burned to death here. So, we move on to the next duel. Won the die roll, I'm going first, and let's see what my opponent's gonna be on here. Don't know why I started talking that accent, but good golly gracious, I love it. We have to blow our normal summon on Wagtail again. Oh my god. We do have 2 copies of Where Art Thou, which is not in a once per turn search, so that's something. We're gonna go for broke here. We're gonna get Cobalt Sparrow, and we're also gonna get the blue one. I'm just gonna call them by color from now on because it's a lot easier that way. We got brown, and now we get blue. Yeah, Sapphire Swallow. There we go. We're gonna do bird girl combos! Cut to my end board! Okay, so I screwed up the combo big time. I should have detached the Wagtail that was attached to the Starling here. Her name is Starling, right? Yeah, Recital Starling. I should have detached the Wagtail here so that I could have gotten the Rota for the archetype, but now I just end up with the suboptimal board of just 2 negates and a graveyard interaction. So here's hoping my opponent doesn't exactly set up a board that's gonna cost me here. I will pay half my life points for the search, for the 2 searches, but I think it's fine. I mean, if we're dead, we're dead. It's something that you just have to accept when you play a deck that can very easily run Where Art Thou. So there's that. We're just gonna, or we could just get impermed. Okay, opponent. How dead are we here? Branded. Okay, you have my attention. You're gonna do that. Okay, sent from hand to field or graveyard. Sure. Fine. Edge Imp is gonna do his thing. We're gonna negate a Looper Duper here. And let's see what happens from here on out. So, excuse me. Do we negate that? Sent from hand or field to graveyard. We've already lost that one. If a fusion monster you control will be destroyed by card effect, banish this card from the graveyard instead. No, I don't think that's the plan here. We'll have to use our DD Crow for something else, but we'll see how my opponent's turn is gonna shake out here. I did negate a Luber Duber here, so we'll be back with my opponent's end board. Okay, small update. My opponent just went ahead and summoned Guardian Chimera, which I honestly think is a good play here, a good going second play. But does that mean that my opponent's hand is shit? So we're gonna see what he does here. We're gonna get rid of Ad Libitum's target. So that'll fizzle that. he gets to draw 2, he gets to pop at least 2 things. Okay, yep. And he doesn't get to swing in. Okay, we still survive-ish. At least I hope so. Because he will now fuse into Mirror Jade, I assume, or Lubellion, whichever floats his boat here. Branded is definitely a really bad matchup, especially if I don't get to build my board properly here. Because if I did manage to have Ensemble Robin, I would just bounce all of his special summons back into the extra deck so that he will have to work just a little extra hard for it all over again. But given the current state of the board, I still have a chance, honestly, because Warbler is a hell of a card. But as it currently stands, I'm only down to a measly 4,000 life points. You could just swing in with Mirror Jade here. So there's that. And yeah, going into Mirror Jade is the correct option here. He will only swing in for 3k, but unless he fusion summons into another purple card here, I am very, very dead. So we will be right back. I mean, what were you expecting when you have a once per turn negate? Rather, not once per turn negate, a once per turn banish. Just cleared my blocker. Next duel. Won the die roll at least, so let's see what happens here. What's our opening hand like? Ugh. I don't like it, but I think this is honestly a lot better than my previous hands. We're gonna go 1 for 1 here. We will unfortunately have to discard Barrel Canary, because Maxi, Ash Blossom, and Called by the Grave are all shit we need. I do not care about Maxi, I care more about Ash Blossom, good sir. We're gonna take the Maxi challenge. Let's see how far we could get. Although he could draw into an Ash Blossom here, so we're gonna see how far my opponent's gonna take us here. So, Maxi Challenge activated, and we will do our combos. Let's go! Okay, so after what seemed like an eternity, I managed to end with a 5 material Ensemble Robin and a negate. Unfortunately, we only have Maxi as our deterrent for whatever combos my opponent could potentially have, since he drew like a third of his deck already because of all of my combos, but I do have the moral victory of having all 5 bird girls under, stacked underneath Ensemble Robin. So at least I have this on camera to show off, I have all 5 bird girls. What? Like, okay, I just got lava golemed. Thanks, opponent. We go to plan B then. So we could just potentially get burned out here. Or this could just be Eldritch, which is also a possibility, since some Eldritch decks do run a Lava Golem or two to remove, specific board states like this one. So we're gonna see what my opponent has here. That's honestly a really clean way to out it, but nope, it's not Eldritch. We are literally just gonna get Numeroned. We're gonna go Maxi. Let's just hope I do draw into the cards that I need. My opponent will indeed... Nope, we are just dead. We move on to the next duel. Lost the die roll and I'm going second. Let's see what my opponent has in store for us. This is a decent opening hand. We do have Maxi, we have Ash Blossom, we do have a way to interact with their graveyard here. Let's see what my opponent's on. We have 5 cards. I have 5 cards. We both have 35 cards in our main decks. 15 cards in our extra decks. I'm gonna pet the rabbit. Come on. Do it. Do it. Yeah, no, don't just look at me. I wanna pet you. Give me those chubby cheeks. Yeah, chubby cheeks. Yeah, there we go. You, can you sweep up the floor? No, I'll give you your uppies later. Later! My opponent is... While my opponent's experiencing, like, internet issues. Clean up your... There we go. Yeah, clean up your platform. There we go. The upcoming event, while my opponent fixes up their internet, the upcoming event is honestly not that interesting to me, because most of the decks that I use need their spell cards for them to function at a really good capacity. And, not having access to spell cards just sucks entirely. Basically, what the anti-spell event is what would happen if Imperial Order were permanently active on the field. Like, no! I love my spell cards, okay? But we take our victories when we can get them, because good God, I have done nothing but lose. Although, granted, I did manage to build boards and fight through negation, which just shows the power of this deck. It's just that, with power creep being a thing in with Yu-Gi-Oh being power creep the game, the ceiling for pure Lyrilisk has significantly gone down because of, the quality of cards getting better and better with every new release. But we move on to the next duel. I won the Dairo, so let's see what kind of board I can build, and hopefully my opponent cannot break it. Oh, this is a shit opening hand, though. We could go into the Cobalt Sparrow line into Reborn. Yeah, let's see where this leads. Cobalt Sparrow. Normal summon. Then we're gonna link it away for Linkuribo. Let's see where we end up here. Okay. There we go. Linkuri. Okay, that did not. How about this one, opponent? Monster Reborn, attempting to revive my Cobalt Sparrow. Do you have a response? Nope, no responses. Alrighty. Combo Chameleon. We're gonna be back with my end board. Okay, not the most impressive board, but this is the bare minimum that Pure Lyrilisk can put out. A 3-material Utopic Drake Future, a Linkuribo, sometimes even no Linkuribo, but getting the Link monsters out in this deck, especially in a deck that just Xeno-locks you into Xyz monsters for the rest of the turn. So we're gonna see just how far we can, Ooh, a coin toss negation. Do we gamble? Are we gambling men? Oh my god. Do we just negate this? That was not their normal summon, unfortunately. But, look, Utopic Drake Future is way too important for us. We do not want its effects to be wholly negated. Although, granted, Valence is a deck that loves their column placements. So, let's see what they, if moved to another monster zone, I think I'd rather destroy it. Yeah, let's pop itself. Because why not? Ha! Heads. Alright. It's destroyed. Nice. It goes to his extra deck. Fuck! Wait, that just means he can, pendulum summon it. Okay. We're gonna negate that as well. Oh god, I honestly have no idea what Valence does. A lot of the OCG players say they're not good at all. It's a gimmicky deck for sure, but no, there are better things to do with columns. Although, granted, this is probably better than what they do with, or rather what they tried to do with Magical Muskets. That deck is like probably set the precedent for column management, although granted Mech Knights are the most competitively viable of that bunch, column management and whatnot. Valence is just the latest in that line of card super archetypes, if that's how I'm gonna call it. But yeah, my opponent's gonna do combos. I'm not even gonna read their cards. I negated what I thought was important enough to be negated. Let's see if they can get a big enough body to contest Utopic Drake Future here. So we'll be right back when they have their end board. Okay, so small update here. My opponent is going to go for the Access Code Talker line, which is about what I expected out of a Pendulum deck that, what else was I expecting, honestly? Just, that's it. Sure, Valence, it was cool watching them, manage their columns and whatnot, but ultimately, it does nothing. What kind of deck is this? Let's just move on to the end screen. Okay, we're here at the end screen, and yeah, we always get days like this where the deck just wholly underperforms, but that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes, and you just have to roll with the punches and move on to the next duel. But yeah, that last duel, I probably shouldn't rag on Valence too much. Their field spell is just insane. It acts as removal, although with how good field spells are these days, I'm not even sure if, Valence are going to break into the metagame the same way Sprites and Tiara Elements will in a couple of months from now. But I still love playing this deck, and there are a bunch of other people who hopefully think the same way, and I will keep rocking Lyrilisk until I get sick of it or some other bird-based archetype comes in and sweeps me off my feet. So if you like what you saw, hit like, comment, subscribe, and share it among your friends. And until next time, toodles!